All right, Apple and the federal government, they are fighting in court. This could go to the Supreme Court. They're discussing who should access data on the San Bernardino shooter's cell phone. Will Apple help the government hack into that phone, essentially?
Yes. So we brought our expert, Shelly Palmer, to come in here and talk about this, trying to find the line between public safety and privacy. And so you were giving Ben and I some examples. Let's talk about this. Break this down for us. What are we really looking at here?
The reason I wanted to talk about this today is everyone comes to me and says, can't you just crack the phone? Can't you just hack it? And the answer is, it's not about this phone. This particular phone in question is an Apple iPhone 5C, and it is built a special way. No phones are built that way anymore, and you can actually crack this phone, but it's not the phone you're cracking. You are breaking through its security protocol.
Stop right there, though. You believe that some government agency, whether it's the FBI or the NSA or the CIA, somebody could break into this phone if they wanted to.
No question. Not even optional.
So why is the FBI making it about using this phone as the example here?
Okay, I don't want to get political about it, but the FBI believes, like all good law enforcement, that if you have access to information, if you can listen in on the bad guys, you're going to get it's easier to do investigations. And they've been trying, if you look at the history of the FBI asking for these kinds of opportunities, which is to have technology companies break into phones or decrypt things, that they just want the surveillance, and they should. And by the way, some people are trying to make this about the law itself, saying, well, they have a subpoena, just give them the info. Please stop. And also don't say to me, well, if Tim Cook's kid was kidnapped, in a second the phone will be open. The phone can be opened. The question is, should it be the way the FBI is asking for it? They're asking everyone to accept the idea that a skeleton key or a back door can be created to break in to the iPhone, which would defeat the encryption. So defeating the encryption is really the issue here, not the specific phone. If you allow a government to force Apple to build a system that will defeat the encryption, then we are really, as a society, going to have trouble.
You gave me an example. What was the example that you
gave?
Well,
a couple of examples, right? If somebody says, oh, we have a lawful order to search that Ford truck over there, you don't go to Ford and ask them for the key. Any locksmith can open it, or you can just open the door, crack the window. You can go in. You've got a lawful order to open the phone. The FBI has that now at any time, and Apple has given them every ounce of information they can give them. The question is, the way we encrypt stuff that makes us secure is in peril right now because of this order.
So you think Apple wants this skeleton key so they can get into, the FBI wants this skeleton key from Apple so they can get into future phones in other cases down the road.
But it's not just that. Can the government compel a company to build a skeleton key? That's the only question you got to answer yourself. And by the way, when one exists, it's not, everybody says to me, well, I've got nothing to hide. They can come and look at my stuff anytime. It's not your stuff they're going to look at. No one cares about you. It's breaking into banks, healthcare records, anything secure and encrypted. So this is a question we all need to debate soberly, quietly, and civilly about, are we willing to let skeleton keys, metaphorical ones, be created, or are we okay with the idea that certain things like our financial records, need to be super safe, and that all of us would be safer if those encryption algorithms were left alone?
Bad guys could get a hold of that skeleton key.
Anything you make as a file can be copied.
ShellyPalmer.com. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, thanks so much.
Good to see you.
All right, still to come.